I wanted to address a comment while it's on my mind because it is a comment that unfortunately comes in too often. And one, y'all always come at me hostile in this comment, but one, I'm in a good mood today, so I feel like I could do this video. So maybe this helps you today thinking about the future of your machines, and maybe this gives me something to point you to when you're being hostile with me to kind of help you zoom out and think about your future. I got a comment on my video about how to clear the program in a PLC to get the password out of it or clear that password, which of course clears the program too. And that was the first thing he got really hostile about is, well, you're showing us how to clear the program to clear the password. I need another way. Well, okay. Well, first of all, you're not going to discuss that on my channel. And yeah, there is no other way. If you do not have a password on this PLC, then you are going to have to clear the program to get by it. Now, here's what I want us to think about when we're in this situation. It's never a new machine that we have this issue on. It's never, I just got an L90 installer. I just have a brand new machine from Micro 850 installed and it has a password and I need to get by it. No, because in those situations, we can go to the manufacturer and say, hey, I need this password. Either give it to me or take the password off of it because I'm not going to pay you the last 10% before you do. And that's how this should be handled. But it's always a situation where, machine's got some age on it. It's 5, 7 years old. And it's always a little bit of a sob story. I'm not trying to be cold when I say this, but it's always the manufacturer is out of business. Or, this technician always took care of this machine. And I guess when they left, they didn't leave us the password. Your problem was there 7 years ago. Now, the fact that it took you 7 years to discover your problem, that doesn't really make it an emergency. That is a company culture issue where we're not thinking about taking care of our equipment over time. Because the fact that you don't discover that there is a password on your machine until you're in this situation tells me you have no backups for the PLC. You probably never trained your technicians truly on how to work on the equipment. And yeah, it is going to be a really costly experience for you. And I really hate it for this technician because I really pointed him towards what he needed to hear and what was really going to grow him as a technician, which wasn't how to clear his password out that day. But the thing is, we've got to start thinking about that long-term life cycle cost of that machine. And yeah, when that machine was brand new, we definitely should have seen it, whether there was a password in it or not. If we didn't know how to connect to the PLC, that probably registered that we probably needed some PLC training. Okay, the machine's 6 years old, still a year before this break happens. Well, hopefully we're going around identifying equipment, backing up programs, and then we would discover this password issue. So the fact that the machine is now down with the password protection, it doesn't change the situation you're in. Now, it does change the urgency to it, and that's why every time that someone comments on one of these videos about the passwords, it's always hostile and it's always, just, I need to do something about it. I do a lot about it. I train you on how to prevent this from happening. But once you are in that situation, you are reverse engineering that machine to make an equivalent program without a password, which is a very costly thing. And, probably, in fact, I'll throw it at the end of this video. And this is the video that I sent this person to that probably would had advanced his career over his lifetime as a technician if he had actually watched it, is about the life cycle cost of the machine. And there's no doubt this will probably cost you, I'm going to wildly guess, to reverse engineer your typical program, probably 30% of the replacement asset value of that machine. This isn't a big, big deal now. But it's not an emergency for me. It's not an emergency for Aqua Automation. It's not an emergency for Siemens. These are put in place. And it's kind of funny. He even said it. Well, this is all documented in the user manual. Well, you're 100% right. It is all documented in the user manual. None of this was hidden. The software's even free. There was no reason for you not to discover before now that that machine had a password in it, except the fact that you, as a company, not necessarily as an individual, were not thinking about the life cycle cost of that machine and what it'll cost to keep that machine running. I mean, because yeah, you probably just took this from, we'll say an hour, maybe 2 hours if you're struggling to connect to the PLC and back it up, to, probably 200 or 300 hours. Yeah. Added backup would have been a small insurance policy. So in these situations, first of all, there is no getting by the password. I'm sorry that you're in this situation. Also, it does no good to get hostile with me in the comments over something like this, because I will remember your name. And yeah, when you ask for help, I'll probably be a lot less likely to help you. And chances are eventually you want to come to this training center. And yeah, if you've been hostile in my comments, I probably still will let you in if we talk it out. But if you're just being hateful, probably not. Also doesn't do any good to be hateful with Rockwell Automation or Siemens or any of them in the comments, because really they have written this software with the manufacturer in mind, and these are things that they have asked for. This 100% is on the end user for not assessing the openness of their PLC programs, for not doing regular backups. When the machine goes down, that doesn't change everything we should have done before now. It just means that, yeah, you're in an urgent situation. So here's a video talking about the total life cycle cost of the machine and what we should do to prepare us so that when this happens, it is an emergency.